Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash, and double honors to my teachers, the head apostles, and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, who I learned this truth from, and peace and salutations to the elect that scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing this truth in sincerity and meekness without wavering, as well as risking our life and freedom to do so. This is your brother Aishiar from the GMS Cleveland Church, back with another lesson, and Lord willing, it is edifying to one of the Lord's elect. Okay, and this lesson is going to be pretty much holding yourself accountable. Okay, holding yourself accountable. Now, in the world, okay, I for a fact know that growing up, I try to never take the blame for any of my actions. Okay, and that's a childish thought. That's not thought, but those are childish acts. Okay. Because, no one's perfect, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai was the only man that was perfect. Okay? And I'm speaking, from experience. Okay? When I go into this topic. Okay? Once again, holding yourself accountable. All right, now we're going to look up the word accountable, which I have it in the not the Merriam-Webster's, but I typed it in on Google and they gave me an AI overview. It says accountability is the state of being answerable. Yeah. As a child, you fuck something up. You quick to blame it on anybody. Okay, besides yourself, knowing you did the crime. Okay. See, and then brothers. That's the Israelite child, growing up here in the United States of America, which is Babylon the Great. Every child we never took accountability for our actions because we know it was a consequence that followed after it. Okay, but in this truth, okay, I'm thinking of a precept. I'm going to get it. There was a certain prophet that held himself accountable for going against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and in this truth, we know that we went against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and we hold ourselves accountable for that. But even as a man moving in this world, you can't always blame Satan for when shit go wrong, especially when you put yourself in that situation. You see? Now, don't get me wrong, Satan is in the midst, he is in the midst of our lives. He does, sow discord. He does bring, confusion. Okay, he does bring evil. Okay, but sometimes, Jake, even myself, I'll be like, man, that's Satan. Meanwhile, I didn't apply the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that He has bestowed upon us, and I just, I didn't apply it. And then look what happened. I blame Satan, which is not always, you can't always blame Satan for your fuck-ups, man. Okay? That's why, you have to hold yourself accountable, which means accountability is the state of being answerable for one's actions, decisions, or products, or for accomplishing a goal or assignment. Okay? So it says the state of being answerable for one's own actions or decisions, man. So you have to sit back and say, yeah, it was my fault that, the car broke down. Okay, it was my fault. I knew I had to get a new tire. Okay, I knew I had to change the oil, change the air filter. Okay, I that was my fault. Instead of just blaming fucking Satan, man. You knew what you had to do, okay, and you didn't do it. Okay, but when you come to the realization that oh man, I fucked up, that's when the Lord The Lord loves someone who holds themselves accountable, man. Okay? The Lord loves it, man. All right? You can't always just blame Satan, man. Sometimes you have to sit back and re-examine what the fuck you did. All right? And give me 1 second. Yeah, you have to sit back and examine, like the scriptures say, examine thyself whether thy be in the faith. Okay? So you have to sit there and, he says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Always blaming Satan is a childish thing, man. Okay? Like you just doing everything right. Okay? No, man. Okay, I used to catch myself always blaming Satan, man. Satan, once again, Satan is in the midst. But in order, to combat Satan and stop him from doing, certain things, tempting you and having you in a slugger-like spirit, is you applying the scriptures. And that's one of the main reasons Jake doesn't like holding themselves accountable. Okay? You always blaming Satan is because it's a slugger demon on you, man. It's a slugger demon on you. Okay? And the scriptures talk about being a sluggard. Okay? Talks about plenty of things, man. I'm driving Salaki and I'm quoting scriptures. That's in Proverbs 6. Go to the way, thou sluggard. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Roughly paraphrasing. See, the Lord gives us insight on what we should be doing. Okay, but I want to get that precept dealing with the prophet of the Lord who held himself accountable for his actions. Okay. And holding yourself accountable, man, that's a big thing, man. All right, that's a big thing. Okay, this is the book of Micah, chapter 7, and verse 9. It says, "I will bear the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, because I have sinned against him." So Micah held himself accountable. Okay, for going against and sinning against Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And what did he do? He bore the indignation, man. He bared the indignation. Okay. Yeah, he complained. Okay. We're all going to complain. But who did he blame? He didn't blame anybody but himself. You see? He didn't blame anybody but himself, man. Okay. It says, "I will bear the indignation of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness," man. The point is, Micah held himself accountable for sinning against Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Now, we all hold ourselves accountable for sinning against the Lord. Okay? But even in this world, how you move and operate as a man, okay, in Babylon the Great, there's a certain amount of honor and dignity that you have to move with, okay? And honor and dignity, holding yourself accountable, all those three words, they mesh with each other, okay? They mesh, all right? If you get what I'm saying. Okay, you can't have one without the other. All right. So, just something quick on the spirit. Lord willing, it was edifying to one of the Lord's elect. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Quadash, and double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect. Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.